Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are back. We here with another video, another fight review video. Thank you. Y'all know how I always start off everything. Thank you all so much just for taking time out of your day to tap in and watch these videos. So hopefully you guys get some type of enjoyment from watching these videos. I absolutely enjoy putting these videos together. Sometimes it takes 15 and 20 tries, believe it or not. I know y'all see the finished product. Sometimes it takes 15, 20 times to get the videos how I want it. Sometimes I'm a little too particular. Sometimes they still don't turn out the way I want to, but you know, it is what it is. And as long as you enjoy what you do, you enjoy the process, you enjoy the ups, you enjoy the downs as well. So it's part of the game. It's part of the journey, y'all. But before we get into the action, before we get into the Dalton Smith versus Mathieu Germain card, we're going to be taking a look at a couple fights, including the main event. We are powered by our good friends at DNS Cleaning. So if you're in the Hampton Roads, Virginia area and you need cleaners, those are the people that you want. So feel free to tap in with me. I can get you all the information that you need for them, or you can reach out to them yourself. They are on Instagram. They are on Facebook, DNS Cleaning Services, LLC. You can reach out to them yourself if you would like. All right. Now, also, we do have sponsorship opportunities that are available as well. So feel free to reach out to us through email, through message on any of our social media platforms. And we're down to talk business. We're open for business, always down to talk business with anyone. So definitely reach out to us in that regard. I think I got all the bases covered. Oh, shout out to my boys over there at Wrestling Talk Radio. Shout out to you guys. It is WrestleMania season, so definitely want to give a shout out to you guys, my man Keese, and all of them. Continue to hold it down over there. Definitely want to give my boys a shout out. But I think I got all the importance. Oh yeah, shout out to my son too. Obviously, I gotta give the best son in the world a shout out though. So shout out to my son. I love you more than you'll ever know. But I think that's all the important stuff. Give my son a shout out. Yeah. So let's get down to this thing, y'all. So we're gonna start with Josh Padley, right? And we're gonna start with Josh Padley because it was good to see him bounce back. So he had that fight that he had with Shakur Stevenson. He was a late replacement. So I look at that fight with Shakur Stevenson as a learning opportunity for Josh Padley, because even though he did lose, he was in the ring with arguably the best fighter in the division, if not for sure one of the top 2 or 3 in the division, and on a late notice. So at that point, it's like, okay, you can if he somehow wins, it would be it'd be shocking, but he was just playing with house money, I think, on that Shakur Stevenson situation. So with me, it was just a matter of, okay, after you get that learning experience from Shakur Stevenson, when you come back and then you have your bounce back fight, what Josh Padley are we seeing? Are we going to see a better Josh Padley than, what we saw before, as far as learning maybe a couple things from Shakur? Or, there's one or two ways you can take a defeat. You can either learn from it, or it can send you on a snowball effect. And Josh Padley, he definitely he rebounded. There were some good things that happened for him after that Shakur fight, though. Obviously, I'm pretty sure he got him a nice little paycheck being a late replacement. He got a promotional deal as well. So this was a good opportunity for him to kind of stamp to Matchroom who he is, right? To stamp that they made the right investment, right? That they made the right choice by giving him the opportunity to fight on Matchroom. So shout out to Josh Padley for sure, because being able to bounce back after you have that learning experience is definitely the way you want to go, because we've seen a lot of times some fighters they take a loss and they don't really bounce back from them. So to see Josh Padley kind of get back in the gym, get back on the saddle per se, and to get that victory and kind of get back on the path, on the road to big fights, maybe even world title fight. This was a step in the right direction for him for sure. So definitely shout out to my dog Josh Padley, man. Hey, we got to give him some credit for doing what he has to do. He took care of an undefeated fighter. He got him a stoppage win. So hey, Josh Padley, nice victory, my man. Keep doing your thing, dog. Hey, he did his thing. Thumbs up for Josh Padley. On to the next one for him. Now in the co-main event, we saw Josh Warrington. Now, hey, y'all know Josh Warrington needed this victory. Y'all know he needed this victory because he's coming off 3 straight losses, right? So when you're coming off 3 straight losses and you're 34 years old, questions start to ask. You know, people start to ask questions because boxing is a young man's game. And 34, even though you may be young in life, 34 is still very young in life. When you start talking about how long they've been fighting and how long they've been pros, 34 can be old, you know, because Josh Warrington has been around for quite a while. So with him being his age, him having those defeat against some of the top guys, there were some questions that Josh Warrington had to answer, because if he were to lose this fight, then it becomes a situation where the thought of retirement or people hinting at retirement when it comes to Josh Warrington, I think that noise would have been a little louder had he have lost this fight. But, you know, he did what he had to do. He won. But I'm trying to figure out, like, what's next? Where do we go with Josh Warrington? Because, like we say, he's 34 years old. He's getting up there in age. He was just in the ring with some of the top guys in the division. Unfortunately, he didn't come out on top. So it's like, where do you go from here? So that's where I need y'all help. That's where I need y'all to tap in, family. And let me know in the comment section, where do we go here with Josh Warrington, right? Because he had him a nice little victory. So do we just keep, do we give him a couple more fights and then maybe give him a pretty big fight? You know, because when we're talking about, I hate to keep going back to his age, but when we're talking about the age, there's only, like, your window becomes smaller and smaller as you get older, right? So if we're going to be bringing Warrington back slowly and some things, it's like when he gets back to a meaningful fight, is he 38, 39, 37 at this point? So that's why I'm kind of torn, y'all. It's like, where do we go? Where do we go with Josh Warrington? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think, what moves should be made for Josh Warrington. But yeah, like I said, I don't want to keep saying he did what he had to do and keep beating a dead horse, but that's what happened. So shout out to him. All the respect in the world for Josh Warrington. I hope he does well. I hope he's able to make it back to the top. And make sure y'all stay locked into the channel. Whatever's next for Josh Warrington and even Josh Padley, who we talked about before, we're going to have on the channel. So that way you guys are in the update. You guys know what's going on. You guys all have all the news, all the boxing news from us. That's what we do, right? That's what we do. But let's get to this main event, y'all. Like we said, shout out to Josh Warrington. Like I said, he got the unanimous decision win. And now we pivot. Had to give the proper pivot. Don't want to jump in, proper pivot. But the main event, we're going to get to the main event. Dalton Smith, he did get a decision win against Mathieu Germain. Germain was super tough. He got dropped. He hung in there because it seemed like when Dalton wanted to try to get him out of there later in the fight, Germain wasn't having it. So he did hang in there for 12 rounds. Dalton Smith did end up getting the unanimous decision win. And Dalton Smith is in a position where he can just kick back and just chill because he is, Alberto Puello, he's supposed to be, in an ideal situation. I'm trying to figure out a good way to word this. In an ideal situation, Dalton Smith's next fight would be for the WBC title, which is currently held by Alberto Puello. But the problem with that is last night, some news dropped by Ring Magazine that Alberto Puello is actually going to be fighting Subriel Matias. He's going to be defending his WBC title against Subriel Matias on July 12th. It's going to be on the Shakur Stevenson versus William Cepeda undercard. So my thing is, it's like, okay, if that's the move, what does that leave Dalton Smith for at least a short period of time? Because let's just say that Subriel Matias beats Alberto Puello. Now you got a rematch. Now Dalton Smith is waiting maybe even a little longer to get his shot. So there is a clip that I actually saw this morning. I was able to get my hands on it. It's from Boxing News. So shout out to those guys and all the amazing work that they do over there on their channel. But I'm going to play the clip for y'all now. It's pretty much saying Eddie Hearn is saying that they want that title shot, right? That's what they want to go after. But if they're unable to lock down that title shot, then they will possibly explore a fight with Adam Azim. So like I said, I'm getting ready to run that clip for y'all now. Here we go. Like we said, Eddie Hearn from Boxing News. A little clip that they had, but let's go ahead and run that thing, y'all.
You can't keep avoiding the fight and then come out and say, oh, we're waiting on it. Let's be honest, they're not. And listen, sometimes you perform okay, like Dalton did tonight. I thought it was a solid performance. And then maybe they fancy the fight. Obviously, the focus for us is to fight for the world title. If Puello fights someone else and we can fight Azim in the meantime, I'd be open to that. We've been open to fighting Adam Azim for 3 years, so we're not going to change our minds now, but we do want to fight for that world title, and that has to be the focus.
All right, y'all, so that's kind of where we at with this thing. So we'll see. We'll see how things shake out, because if it's a situation where Alberto Puello and Subriel Matias are fighting, which is they're locked in for, Adam Azim could be a great fight for Dalton Smith. Could be a dangerous fight for Dalton Smith, but it would be a good fight nonetheless. So we'll see. We'll see how things shake out. Stay locked into the channel, like I said, because whatever goes on with any of the guys that we talked about, we'll make sure that we have all the social media channels updated for you guys, so that way you guys know what's going on too. So I appreciate you all once again for tapping in and just spending just a little bit of your time with me. I truly appreciate it. Like I said, I love you all. And until next time, for me, all right. Well, for me this time, man. All right, I'm up out of here, y'all. Peace.